Hi, everyone. So today I wanted to introduce Jim. Jim is one of my clients who just finished my 8-week course. Really wanted to get with him on how to create a positive mindset, how to attract more happiness. And Jim was actually referred to me by a mutual friend. He came to me, the friend came to me and said, Jim's a successful business owner. He owns 3 businesses, but he really wants to find his soulmate. So Jim, thanks for joining me today. So I kind of wanted to get your story of why you came to me for coaching. I know you were kind of guided by a mutual friend, but why you came to me for coaching?
Well, I originally came to you for coaching because I was in a long-term 1.5 year relationship with somebody that was very narcissistic. And if anybody's ever been in a relationship with somebody that's a narcissist, when you get out of that relationship, you deal with trauma issues. It's called trauma bonding. And I was in severe trauma bonding. I was depressed, not happy. I remember before I met her how I was always positive and vibrating high, and I was in really bad condition. Doing a lot of reading and trying to figure out how to get myself out of it, and spoke with Josh, my best friend, and Josh referred me to you. And then I'm pretty open to new things and trying new things, and figured it doesn't hurt to try. So
Exactly. Yeah.
hence we
Yeah.
spent 8 weeks together.
Yeah, it was. It's been amazing 8 weeks. It went by super fast, didn't it? So
Yes.
we really went into trying to find out what was going on in your relationships and how we could make your relationships better. But really, it goes even deeper, right? We look for those aha moments of I'm attracting what I am in my relationships, and this is what's going on. So what are some of those aha moments? And we talk about aha moments of that subconscious conditioning, the subconscious thought, the subconscious mindset. So, tell us, what you're comfortable just sharing about. What are some of those aha moments that you discovered within even just the first 3 sessions?
Well, I guess my biggest aha moment was the fact that I'm Bond, James Bond.
You became James Bond, yes.
Yeah. I think the aha moments were a lot of the childhood trauma stuff that I thought I had addressed in recent events and with recent training and classes, but I hadn't. And when you address those each individual issue on its own instead of as a group, it's more effective. And I believe that some of your exercises help me uncover some of the stuff I thought I had dealt with that I hadn't dealt with, and that was still lingering in my subconscious. And the best aha moment was the movie theater moment. I think that's when I got the most clarity of everything.
And that's something that happens in the 3rd session, which I always say is a transformational session. So like the 2nd session, we're just going deep into the subconscious, the childhood conditioning, the deep rooted issues of the past, of how you were brought up, and get that transformation of, wow, those are things that I was conditioned to feel, but it's really not who I am today, right? As an adult. But what happens is when we, for your instance, those relationships, you were attracting what you were, right? So you had the narcissism that you dealt in the past, you were attracting the narcissist relations. I think people just need to understand that when you understand that that's just conditioning in the subconscious mindset, not really reality, then you start shifting your energy and mindset of knowing your self-worth. So what I said in the 3rd transformation session is what he's talking about the movie theater is I take you in a visualization of taking you in the past and then take you in the present moment and then setting really precise goals. So some of the goals that we had set together was I want to attract my soulmate, right? What that person would look like, what her personality would be, because this is the precise goals that we make. And then you wanted to heal your family relationships. That was another goal, right? In the visualization. Another one was you wanted to get a boat slip and a boat in the Keys. You want to retire there. That was another one. And then the other one, which you really didn't bring up because you said your businesses were super successful. I said, do you want anything in your business? You go, no, I have 3 businesses. We're doing great. And I'm just like, you don't want anything in your businesses. And you were just like, well, you wanted your net worth to go up and you also wanted to be financially stable. So Jim, Tell everybody, what have you manifested? I mean, just 2 days after that session and beyond to the end of the 8-week course, what have you manifested?
Well, we can start with, we talked about relationships, attracting healthy relationships.
Yeah.
So I was ostracized from my stepchildren for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
After that session, they literally 2 days later called me.
Yeah.
They called me.
Out of the blue, right?
Yeah, to meet them for dinner.
Yeah.
And they said they wanted to talk again and heal the relationship. That was probably one of the best things that came out of all the stuff.
That's awesome.
The material things are great, but the relationship part was probably the best thing.
Yeah.
The haha moment, you know, on the airplane, meeting that person on the airplane, being able to share with them and help them with some issues.
Yeah.
I was supposed to sit at a certain part of the airplane, but the universe saw fit for me to sit somewhere else. And I sat next to somebody who was looking for confirmation in certain areas, and the universe was able to use me through our sessions to communicate to that person some aha moments for them. And then business-wise, things started opening up financially. Stuff just started happening.
Mm-hmm.
I had always, I manifested a boat slip in the Keys, and then I needed a boat for that place.
Yeah.
Live in both places.
Yep.
And I wound up purchasing one, and it didn't work out. And it was kind of an upsetting moment, but it was all had to happen that way because I got a better deal, and everything just started falling into place. Everything started falling into place. And when you start paying attention and really see and expect it to happen, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I remember on a lot of our sessions, you would be like, "Oh, I can't wait till next week to see what story you have."
You just kept manifesting, right? And you got that boat, right? At the end, even though one didn't work out, you wound up getting a boat, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. And then, so your goal was to become James Bond. So instead of being the hurt child, the one that was like in these relationships, you became James Bond, and we kind of just made that your character, right? Like you were going to get the house, the boat, the girl, the, family relationships, you're going to get everything. And you really just started manifesting that because your whole energy just changed in your mindset about what I really am worthy of is everything I want to manifest. So super proud of you that you were doing that, because that's an amazing story, because you literally hit every goal you have. And then you just have more goals and more goals. And I'm super proud of you that you were able to do all that. So one of the
things that I really appreciated was I've had several people come up to me, which this has never happened to me ever. And they say, "I really like it when you come around because you have great energy."
Yeah. Yeah.
And that to me is like a sign of change, because I didn't used to have great energy, and I didn't used to have people say that to me.
Right. We talked about those social awkward moments where you felt like, just fitting in, but now everyone's like attracted to you because now you have that energy that you're like, giving to the world, and they can feel that, right? The good energy attracts good energy. So, yeah. So as far as you're feeling today, mindset and energy wise, compared to when you start the first day, right, with coaching with me, how do you feel today?
Oh, I was running a 10 for many days until we had talked about this. Oftentimes we get tested. I've been tested the past couple of weeks with a physical issue. Yeah. And I've been soldiering through that, and it's been bringing me down every day. But I've been like, today I was just like, "Okay, universe, you've got to help me out on this." Yeah. And just today I'm sitting there getting my eyeglasses at an eyeglass place. Yeah. And you mentioned to me acupuncture. And this morning I told the universe, I need to get some acupuncture. I don't know where to go. I'm sitting there getting my eyeglasses, and the lady says, "Oh, you should try my acupuncturist. Here's his number."
What? That's crazy. But you know what? That's synchronicity, right? They're listening all the time, and they're sending you to resources, and you got it through your eyeglass person. That's awesome. That's
what I've been learning from you is to not get excited and to just patiently wait for the right timing. It's tough. Yeah. It's really tough. Yeah. I mean, we always want instant gratification and we want it
Right.
now. But a
Yes.
lot of times that's not what's right for us.
Right. You have to trust and allow, right? You just have to trust. You're just like, I'm going to ask for something. I'm going to believe I receive it. I do believe I receive it. And you let it in and it comes faster. So say, we just talked about the acupuncture. What was that, yesterday?
Yesterday, you called me
Yesterday.
yesterday and you said acupuncture, and
And today you have a
and you
person
remember
that
on the
you
phone I said,
acupuncturist.
I don't know an acupuncturist. I said you on the phone, I don't know an acupuncturist. I got to find one. Didn't I
Yeah.
remember I said that to
Yeah,
you?
you told me that. Yeah.
Today I was sitting getting my eyeglasses and she says acupuncture, and I'm like, oh,
Just
there you go.
manifesting that quickly now. So your mindset is like, I'm going to, like, the universe is going to provide me an acupuncturist. And then there you go. You're getting your glasses and here you are. Now you have a reference to acupuncture is what's supposed to happen, but it's because your vibration, your energy. So I think people need to believe that when you have the intention set out, it's, high vibration, it's coming. Here it comes at prime, right? Yours came like prime, like the next day, because high vibration, like, I'm not looking for acupuncture. I know I need an acupuncturist. I know the universe is going to provide it to me. Bam, here it is. So that's also another great. I think like all the little wins like that is just knowing your energy. Be like, I am a little manifesting beast. Like, you're a big manifesting beast. You did the boat, you did your business, you did the family. Family's always good. Now you can like grow with your family now after 4.5 years. That's amazing. So what is your message for other people that are feeling stuck? Because I know you've been guided to some people that really are looking for help, even in a universal way, right? Like the person in the plane, you were just guided to sit somewhere else versus where you were seated. So what is your message for people that are really struggling with their mindset and energy and really wanting to attract what they want, but feeling super stuck?
I think the message that I want to give is that, okay, I prefer my higher power to be God, Jesus Christ. I bump that as the universe, but whatever your higher power is, I mean, I heard people in AA say that God's Harley Davidson's his higher power. Whatever's your higher power, that loves you. And if you can comprehend the love that it has for you, and that it wants nothing bad for you, but only good. And if you could believe that and put aside your doubt, and put aside your pre-programmed fears, most everything in our mind is pre-programmed. We live under a program that we got from 0 to 8 years old, and we run that program every day. And we live in this matrix of this program that we've created. And if you get up every day and do the same thing, and you get the same results by doing the same thing. You got to get up and change. And I think the problem is people don't want to change. They'll walk in every day and pay $10 for a coffee at Starbucks. They'll buy a brand new cell phone for $200 or $1,000 for a cell phone, right? iPhone. All these material things, which don't do anything for you at all. It's a very minor instant fix that goes away. Yet when they're told a price for services to help improve their life, to make their life better, they complain about, and they don't have the money. I see that all the time. And it's such a sad thing, because give up the coffee, forsake the cell phone, make the investment, and you're going to get paid back sevenfold. But it's tough for people to stop running those programs. And
just with the example of the relationship thing, like, you didn't know what was bothering you until we went deeper, right? We had to find what was that deep-rooted issue that kept on hitting your hot button, kept on showing up, right? So when you saw relationships, what was it triggering that emotion? And I feel like people today, when they're looking for answers, it's always going to be that hot button that's triggered, but you really have to find the source of it, right? So when you find the source of it, then you can start your healing process. But it really is just getting that guidance of, it's this, this, and this that we need to heal, and forgiving the past too. So you had to forgive your past to actually move forward. That's another thing. That's another step, right? in that 3rd week process is you knew all the things that you wanted. You knew all the things that were coming up when you were sitting in that theater, when we were going back in the deep past. And then after that, when you knew that, it was like it was time to let it go. So if you want to grow, if you want to manifest and attract things, you got to let go of the past then, right? Because then all you're focusing now is you're focusing on the future, and that's it. Like you have the blinders on, the horse with the blinders. Now you're done with the past, you've healed it. Now you can go straight forward. And then what happens is you attract what you want. And that's exactly what you're doing still. I mean, with the acupuncturist, that was like only a day, and only more things are going to come your way because now you have a high vibration of healing, right? And now the higher source, whoever we attach to connect to, knows that and is watching. So we are our thoughts. So now when you need something, you're thinking about it, what happens is it comes to you because there's no lack of it, right? And that's a great point of, you know, when you think you're James Bond, which you took that character name, James Bond gets everything. There's no lack of anything. So when you're in a no lack personality or character, right, you're thinking that, then everything has to come to you because that's universal law. So any other messages for other people that are listening that may, you know, need that help?
The universe does not have favorites.
Yeah.
The universe is equal to everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, you look at businessmen that have jet planes, and you look at people that have yachts, and you look at people that have all these things. They're no different than you or I.
Yeah, exactly.
They just learned.
Yeah.
You know, they just basically learned the secret to it.
Yeah,
And
they knew they were worthy, right? When you look at those people that manifest big things, like, oh, I'm going to get that. I'm going to get that because I deserve it. And then that's attracted like a Megan. And I feel like people that aren't there can be there because there's a universal abundance, right? There's so much to be gained from people that can attract everything. And I think people just need to realize that you can tap into that, but it's unconditional love for yourself first. And then
the biggest holder back, the biggest thing that holds people back from moving ahead is fear and lack of faith.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, lack of faith, lack of faith.
Those fear issues and those pre-programmed, they're all pre-programmed, you know.
Yeah.
And just take a step in faith. You know, faith is being sure what we hope for and confident of what we do not see. That's having that confidence in what we do not see and knowing that it will be provided and just walking in that. If you can harness that, and once you do it a few times, you know, it's like a habit. It's like once you start doing it, it gets easier and easier and easier, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
And when I noticed
so I
a lot about
747 in my backyard in a couple weeks.
Well, and you know, what I noticed a lot about you, Jim, is when we first had our first session, there was a lot of chaotic energy. And now when I sit with you and I'm talking with you on this testimonial, you're very calm, right? So a calming state is a good vibration. It's an attraction of what you want. So I want to say thank you for doing this testimonial for you. Keep up the good work. Keep me posted on the manifesting thing. And what I want to say to others out there, if you are feeling stuck and you want to start manifesting more happiness, more success, more love into your life, if you're a business owner, a CEO, busy professional, contact me for a complimentary call. We'll see what's going on in your mindset, what you're attracting by your energy, and get you moving forward to attract exactly what you want. Thank you everyone for joining me, and we'll talk soon. Have a great day.